Meghangim vigatambaram shabashivarudham trinetram param karnalamrini munja jugma bhayadam munjasrajam bhishanam Vamada urdhakaram vijayanarashilakhargancha sevyatari Dhanabhiti vimukta kesunichayam mande sadakalikam Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu matirupena samastita Namastasya 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 namo namo Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu shaktirupena samastita Namastasya 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 namo namo Ya Devi sarvabhuteshu shantirupena samastita Namastasya 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 namo namaha. Tonight is a very auspicious night, Diwali, Kali Puja. Diwali, which is called light festival all over India. According to tradition, Ramachandra killed demon Ravana and returned to Ajodhya on this very day. So there is an illumination lighting festival. All over India, Deepavali, light. Light. In the Genesis chapter of the Bible, we say, let there be light. What is that light? That light is consciousness. Consciousness. According to Vedanta, God is existence, knowledge, bliss, absolute. But we find in Hinduism there are so many gods and goddesses. Of course, we have many gods and goddesses. Not only that, Vedanta thinks each human being is God. We are not satisfied with 33 million gods and goddesses. We want 4 billion or 10 billion gods and goddesses. But it is not our imagination. The Upanishad tells us, Deho devalayo prokto sa jiva kevala shiva. This human body is the tabernacle, temple of God. And God dwells in each one of us. We are all God. What kind of God? Reflected God. What kind of reflection? They call it Abhashavada, according to Vedanta. Here are 4 billion mirrors, and here is one sun. What will you see? 4 billion reflected suns. So all these human beings are reflected gods. That is the position of Vedanta. Amazing. Kali Puja. That God, you see, Indiana Jones movie, Western people see and have a very strange conception about Kali. Indiana Jones. Kali, Kali. I saw it. What a misrepresentative of the Hindu goddess in this country. They do not understand our symbol, Western people. We also do not understand the symbol of Christianity. Those who have not read the Christ's life, some Hindus, they are ignorant. They think, well, what kind of people are these? They put a person on the cross and nailed him and worshipping him. Horrible. To Hindus, that is horrible. Crucifixion of Christ. Because they do not know Christ's life, His sacrifice. As they are ignorant, and same thing, these people are ignorant, they do not understand our symbol, Kali. What is this Kali? Swamiji says that this is a great reconciliation of good and evil. Good and evil. You see, in Judeo-Christian tradition, God and Satan, two different entities, good, evil, separate. But not in Vedanta. Good and evil came from the same Shakti, power. When it is the high tide of the river, you call it good. When it is low tide, you call it bad. Same water current. That is the way we understand Shakti. With the sunlight, you can read the scriptures and you can force or do something wrong. The sun is not responsible. We, or karma, good and evil. They could not reconcile the good and evil, two different entities. But in the Kali symbol, we reconcile. In one hand, I am going to explain to you the symbol of Kali. Very interesting, you know. Same power, same energy can be a destructive force, can be a constructive force. Same energy. The question is, what kind of energy should you worship? Destructive energy? I can throw bombs and kill thousands of people. Or the same energy I can use for the reconstruction of humanity to serve human beings. Same energy. Each human being has these two forces are working, good and evil, good tendencies and bad tendencies. This war is continuously going on from the very dawn of creation. Two energies. I remember Swami Prabhupada went to see Swamiji's disciple, Swami Chetanananda. He was then in college. Prabhupada told me in Hollywood, "Hello, young man, do you know the meaning of the word constructive?" Yes? No. You open the dictionary and get the meaning. He opens and says, "Did you get the meaning?" "Yes, Maharaj." "Now find out the meaning of the word destructive." Find out the meaning. "Yes, I got it." "Young man, henceforth do everything constructive in your life." We can do so many beautiful things in this world. Only in human life is possible. The world is called karma bhumi, field of action. Heaven, bhoga bhumi. You go good action, punya, you will go to heaven. Bad action, you will go to hell. There is no karma there. Karma is only in human plane, on this earth. You can change your life. For changing the life, we worship Mother, Shakti, constructive force, energy. You know, think of that. Each human being has energy. If that energy moves toward God, to the spiritual plane, higher plane, you can do marvelous work. It is all energy. First, let me tell you, it's a very Kalir Swarup. There is a saying in our scripture, Kalau Jagurti Kali, Kalau Jagurti Gopi Gopala. In this Kali Yuga, Gopala, baby Krishna, and Kali are very awakening deities. They respond very quickly. Say, in the beginning I told you light, consciousness. That consciousness is nirgun, nirakar. No qualities, no form. With that, you cannot have any creation. See, Brahman embraces the Maya, Shakti. As fire and its burning power are identical. Do you know what do they call it? Shakti, Shaktiman, Aveda. Shakti, power, and Shaktiman, the person who possesses the power, are identical. So Brahma's Shakti is the Divine Mother Kali. This Shakti, the Brahman, he is Advaita, non-dual. He is neither man nor woman. Tini Nirakar, Niradhar, Niranjana, Nirupadi, Abba, Satchidananda, Brihad Brahma. In the morning, somebody was asking me that about mother worship. You see, in Judeo-Christian tradition, they worship God the Father. Look at the Christian Trinity. God the Father, God the Son, God the Holy Ghost. That is Christian Trinity. I remember when one Catholic seminary I went, some nuns were telling, Swami, we changed it. Uncle, how did you change? We are talking about God, whether he is a male or female. That was the problem. Well, Swami, we changed it. Well, how? Well, God the Mother, God the Daughter, God the Holy Ghost. Women Liberation Organization, you see, very powerful in this country. God the Mother, God the Daughter, God the Holy Ghost. That is our Trinity. The nuns are telling me. Catholic nuns. Very interesting conversation I had with them. I said, sister, we do not have any problem. Our God is genderless. Tam Stri, Tvam Pumanoshi, Tam Kumara, Utuba Kumari. It is in Shvetashvatara Upanishad. Twang Stri, you are a woman. Tvam Pumanoshi, you are a man. Tvam Kumara, you are a young man. Kumari, young girl. You are an old man, working. Everything we reconcile. Energy is neither male nor female. Energy is energy. A Mahadevi, Mahakali, is the Shakti of Brahman. Meghange, they say, the form, Kalika. Kalika means you need Anadi Ananta, beginningless, endless, infinite. Meghavarnam, blood, dark color. Akash, Nilborn. We see the space, blue sky. I see blue Pacific. Actually, it is colorless. From a distance, you see the color. So, mother is without, as you know, sometimes Christian people think that, Hindus, they worship the naked woman, this, that, They do not understand the symbol. Mukta Keshi, Jezebel here. There is one interpretation is there. Each here is every individual being. And we are all the time connected with God, or connected with the Mother. And another interpretation is Maha Maya, with every hair ties, binds every soul. Three Nayana, three eyes. Sun, moon, and the fire. Another interpretation, she knows the past, present and future. Sab Shishu Karna Bhushan Tini Nirbikar. Sab Shishu. If you really want to realize God, you will have to be like a child, guileless, pure, that he was talking about. Smita Mukhi, Nityanandamayi, always full of bliss. Sri Ramakrishna quite often will say, Anandamayi hoye ma mai nirananda koruna. Being the blissful mother, don't make me joyless. See? Give me bliss in my life. Yoni, Srishti, she creates. Tungasthana, protruding breast. That means she nourishes. The Divine Mother nourishes all human beings, children. Bhishanakar, sometimes terrible looking, she destroys. What does she destroy? The evil tendencies, lust, anger, greed, she destroys. Bigolito Rudhiroganjo, red blood, that is a sign of a Rajaguna. But she is beyond Rajas. Shuddha, Sarvatmika, Viraja. Lulu Jivha, Prakuchita Dashana. Perhaps you have seen mother's teeth, white, red eye, red tongue. She bites. Do you know what that means? White teeth represents Sattva-guna. Red tongue represents Rajaguna. So she is controlling the Rajas by Sattva. Very interesting, you know. Sattva-gun, she increases and gives nirvana, mukti, liberation. Munjamala, garlands of the skulls, 50. What does it mean? It means Varna, alphabets. The whole creation came from the sound. Alphabet. Look at the Bible. If you read the book of John, in the beginning was the Word was God, the Word became flesh. Swamiji says the whole Christian religion in that first 5 verses of John, creation. That is the philosophy. Sound. Same thing Vedanta, Om, A-U-M. The whole creation came from the sound. That is the Om is the symbol of Brahman. Munjamala. So Varnamala, you understand, the garlands of skulls. In the right side, Bara and Abhaya. Bara means if she puts his right hand like this, he is giving Bara, boon. Abhaya, fearless. And left side, a sword, Ganokhargo. She cuts the moho, the bondage. And Tattva Ganadhar Mastugata, and he gives this supreme knowledge in the head. That's Sevajet. Another interpretation, if you want God, you will have to give your head. That means you will offer yourself completely. Oh my goodness, a sword and a severed head, horrible. There is see the interpretation of this Kali. Crescent on her head, that is called Mokshadatri. She gives liberation. Digambari, no clothes. Who can cover the infinite? Mother is infinite. Maya Varan Shunna, no Maya. Norokoro Kanchi. You will find around her waist there are human hands, there is a, like another, like a garland, like of things, That means karma, karmendriya. She can remove all of your karma. Tribhuvana vidhatri, according to the karma of individual beings, she gives the next birth. Shabarhidi, Sharup Nirgun. She is full of youth. Anyhow, in this way, they describe the symbol of Kali. I just give you some ideas that it is not terrible. And she is standing on Shiva. Oh, some people say, oh my goodness, being a wife, put the foot of the husband's chest, horrible. Look, the whole creation came from the power of Shiva and Shakti. Shiva is consciousness. Shakti is above the consciousness. Nama Rupa, name and form. That is this world. Very interesting. One day, what day is that? 27th October, 1882. Keshav Chandra Sen came to Dakshineshwar. The Brahmos follow the concept of God like Christian concept of God. God has no form, but God has qualities. That is the Christian belief. God is all merciful, all powerful, but God has no form. That is the way the Brahmos introduced God in their religion. Now the Brahmos came to Sri Ramakrishna. And now Sri Ramakrishna was explaining to them, they're curious to know about Kali. And look what Sri Ramakrishna is answering. Very interesting. Keshav, with a smile. Sir, describe to us in how many ways Kali, the Divine Mother, sports in this world? Keshav Sen, Brahmalids are asking. Master, with a smile, oh, she plays in different ways. It is she alone who is known as Mahakali, Nitya Kali, Shmashan Kali, Raksha Kali, Shama Kali, Mahakali, and Nitya Kali are mentioned in the Tantra philosophy. There are 32 types of Kali in the Tantra. When there were neither the creation nor the sun, the moon, the planets and the earth, and when darkness was enveloped in darkness, then the Mother, the formless one, Mahakali, the great power, was one with Mahakala, the absolute. Shyamakali has a somewhat tender aspect and is worshipped in the Hindu households. She is the dispenser of boons and dispeller of fear. People worship Rakshakali, the protectress in times of epidemic, famine, earthquake, drought, and flood. I remember in our village, once a year, there will be this Rakshakali Puja. Do you know why? It should be in the springtime, before the outbreak of smallpox and cholera. So the villagers would go and worship Mother Kali. Every year in our village, they used to worship Mother Kali, Rakshakali. I still remember. Shmashan Kali is the embodiment of the power of destruction. She resides in the cremation ground, surrounded by corpses, jackals, and terrible female spirits. From her mouth flows a stream of blood. From her neck hangs a garland of human heads, and around her waist is girdle made of human hands. As I said, good and evil both are in the Mother. A parent might have a good children, bad children. Both came from the same parents. So mother, as the Holy Mother says, I am the mother of the good, I am the mother of the virtuous, I am the mother of the wicked. I am the mother of the both. Because all came from my cosmic form. All came from the womb of the mother. That is the way, and we understand mother means a feeble body, as a woman's body. Hare Bap Re Bap. Mother means the whole universe, the Shakti, power. After the destruction of the universe, at the end of a great cycle, the Divine Mother garners the seeds for the next creation. She is like the elderly mistress of the house, who has a hodgepodge pot in which she keeps different articles for household use. All laugh. Oh yes, housewives have pots like that, where they keep sea foam, blue peels, small bundles, and seeds of cucumber, pumpkin, gourd, and so on. They take them out when they want them. In the same way, after the destruction of the universe, my Divine Mother, the embodiment of Brahman, gathers together the seeds for the next creation. After the creation, the primal power dwells in the universe itself. She brings forth this phenomenal world and then pervades it. In the Vedas, creation is likened to the spider and its web. The spider brings the web out of itself and then remains in it. God is the container of the universe and also what is contained in it. It is in the Munjaka Upanishad, Jato Urnanave Shrijate Grinnate Cha, Jata Pritibdam Ushadaya Sammavati, Tata Sammavati Avisham, Urnanavi. Urnanavi means spider. Spider creates the cobweb in the corner of his room out of his own body, not from separate from external things. Same way, the Divine Mother creates everything from herself. I mentioned one to already, Shiva and Shakti. Only female principle cannot create. Only male principle cannot create. We need Shiva and Shakti. Brahman and its power, both together can create. Shakti is the matter. Brahman is consciousness. Matter of consciousness can create. Only consciousness cannot create. Only matter is dead, dull, insentient matter cannot create. If you read the Brahma Sutra, there says, Apravritte, that is the Brahma Sutra. Apravritte, do you know what that means? If you do not have any desire, there cannot be any creation. This chair has no desire. This chair cannot create anything. It is matter. We need consciousness inside which can bring creation. I want to build a house. I want to buy a car. I want to have some children. This desire must come, otherwise no creation is possible. It is the desire which is necessary to function in this world. If you have no desire to buy, all shopping malls will collapse. So for that reason, government is trying to create desires. Your television, all these things are, commercials are trying to create desire so that you can run to the shopping mall, so that economy can move. Shh. I remember in my economic class, one of our professor was telling, the subject was wants, human wants. That was the topic in economics. Do you know what he said? One of the characteristics of human wants is it is insatiable. Human wants is insatiable. It never fulfills. New, all the time new desires come. Then do you know what example he gave? Well, a man drunk up to this. Still he says, "Aur liao." When he drank, he cannot drink anymore. But still he is telling, "Bring more wine." He is talking about characteristic of human ones. It is insatiable. Anyhow, desire is necessary. Is Kali, my divine mother, of a black complexion? She appears black because she is viewed from a distance, but when intimately known, she is no longer so. The sky appears blue at a distance, but look at it close by, and you will find that it has no color. The water of the ocean looks blue at a distance, but when you go near and take it in your hand, you find that it is colorless. The master becomes intoxicated with divine love and sang, "Is Kali, my mother, really black? The naked one of blackest hue lights the lotus, the heart." The master continued, "Bondage and liberation are both her making. By her maya, worldly people become entangled in lust and gold. And again, through her grace, they attain liberation. She is called the Savior and the remover of bondage that binds one of the world." Anyhow, that way, the Divine Mother is always playful and sportive. This universe is her play. She is self-willed and must always have her own way. She is full of bliss. She gives freedom to one out of 100,000s. Because she loves to game, she loves to play. So we are all playing. This world is a playground. Next. Sri Ramakrishna was a worshipper of Kali, of Dakshineshwar. This morning some devotees were telling that we are watching Dakshineshwar Kali Puja through television, they are broadcasting. Sri Ramakrishna explored, is mother real or not? Bold search, like Vedic rishis, they want to explore. Is it a real stone image? Or is she real? I shall read a little bit to you, then you will think that his first vision of Kali, how it took place. As the days went by, the Master Sri Ramakrishna's love and longing continued to increase because of his uninterrupted current of thought towards the Divine Mother. Some external signs manifested in his body. His appetite and need for sleep diminished as blood flowed continually to his chest and head. His chest turned crimson, and his eyes are often drenched with tears. He was filled with a constant and intense desire to see the Divine Mother, and repeatedly asked himself, "What shall I do? How can I see her?" Signs of anxiety and restlessness were therefore always visible in his body, except when he meditated and performed worship. We heard from the Master that one day, at that time, he was singing to the Divine Mother and praying and crying bitterly. He implored piteously, "Mother, I have been praying to you so long. Why don't you listen to me? You showed yourself to Ram Prasad. Why won't you show yourself to me?" The Master described what happened then. "There was an unbearable pain in my heart because I could not have a vision of Mother. Just as a man wrings out a towel with all his strength to get the water out of it, so I felt as if my heart were being wrung out. I began to think, I should never see Mother. I was dying of despair. In my agony, I asked myself, what is the use of living this life? Suddenly, my eyes fell on the sword that hangs in the Mother's shrine. I decided to end my life then and there. Like a madman, I ran to the sword and seized it. Then I had a marvelous vision of the Mother and I fell down unconscious. Afterwards, what happened in the external world and how that day and the next passed, I don't know. But within me, there was a steady flow of undiluted bliss that I had never before experienced. And I felt the immediate presence of the Divine Mother. On another occasion, the Master narrated to us in detail the same wonderful vision. It was as if the room, doors, temples, and everything else vanished altogether, as if there were nothing anywhere. And what I saw was an infinite, shoreless ocean of light, that ocean of consciousness. However far and in whatever direction I looked, I saw shining waves, one after another, coming towards me to swallow me up. They were madly rushing towards me from all sides with a terrific noise. Very soon they were upon me and they pushed me down into unknown depths. I panted and struggled and lost consciousness. Thus the Master told us that during his first vision, he saw a shining ocean of consciousness. But was this pure consciousness the Divine Mother Kali, bestowing boon and fearlessness? Did the Master see her in that ocean of light? It seems that he did. We heard that when he partially regained his consciousness after the first vision, he uttered plaintively, "Mother, Mother." When this vision ended, an incessant, violent urge for a constant, uninterrupted vision of the Divine Mother's luminous form arose in the Master's heart. Although this longing did not always manifest itself externally through signs such as weeping, it remained in his heart all the time. Sometimes it would increase to such a point that he could not contain it anymore. Restlessly, rolling on the ground with agony, he would pray, "Mother, be gracious unto me. Reveal yourself to me." He would cry so bitterly that people would gather around him to watch. He was completely unconcerned about what people might say when they saw him in that condition. He later said, "I scarcely realized the presence of people around me. They looked more like shadows or painted pictures than real objects. And so I did not feel any shame or embarrassment at all. Sometimes I would lose outer consciousness. From that unbearable agony, immediately after that, I would see the Mother's luminous form, bestowing boons and fearlessness. I used to see her smiling, talking, consoling, or teaching me in various ways." If you read Sri Ramakrishna's sadhana, is Mother real? I shall read another passage. He used to put his hand near the nostril and see Mother was breathing. Seeing the setting sun, you remember the Dakshineshwari in the eastern part of the Ganges, the western part. But seeing the setting sun Sri Ramakrishna used to cry, Mother, another day is gone in vain, still thou art not revealed unto me. He used to rub his face on the green grass under the Panchabhuti tree. From his mouth, blood would come, the green grass would turn into dead. And the village women would come to take water from the Ganges. They would go to the office and say, look, 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 that man was suffering from colic pain, help him, help him, help him. This shows Sri Ramakrishna's longing, yearning, hunger for God. I remember in 1976, Mother Teresa came to Calcutta. Do you know what was her slogan? Hunger for God. Our Hollywood devotees, I was there in Hollywood. Hollywood devotees are all excited, Swami, Mother Teresa is telling hunger for God. I call hunger for God. Check this book. This is the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna. Every page you will see that hunger for God. Ramakrishna demonstrated what is called hunger for God. If you are hungry, you will be fed. We are not hungry. That is our problem. Some people say, Swami, how can we increase the hunger for God? I have a very simple example. The day you work in the backyard, digging, cleaning, and cutting trees and this and that day you are very hungry, you eat more. The day you do a lot of physical labor, you eat more because you are hungry. Your body is tired, exhausted. Same thing, the more we practice spiritual disciplines, japam, meditation, study, holy company, hunger for God comes. Sometimes I ask people, come to the temple. This is the place of Sri Ramakrishna. You will get some hunger for God. Today is Kali Puja. Many of you have come. Other days you do not come. But I always ask people, those who come for interview, make a shrine in your house. That is your resting place. You have a room for your family room, among room, TV room, and you have no room for God. So you will get that kind of atmosphere. Hunger for God. Then I shall read to you some eyewitnesses' accounts. Sri Ramakrishna has a nephew named Hriday, Bhagne, sister's son, cousin's son. What he saw, it is a very graphic description. I shall read to you. So Sri Ramakrishna's first vision came not through practicing spiritual disciplines. It came through yearning, longing, hunger for God. Previously, during worship and meditation, the master would see the mother's hands or her shining, delicate feet or her beautiful, loving and smiling face. But now, even when it was not the time for worship and meditation, the master would see the complete form of the luminous Divine Mother, smiling, talking, accompanying him, and guiding him by saying, do this, don't do that. I was telling them, gradation of experience. Do you know what is gradation of experience? You have seen milk, you have known milk, you know milk, you touched milk, you drank milk. The person who drank milk, he gets nourishment. It is a gradation of experience. One day, Sri Ramakrishna was in Calcutta. One devotee named Bhabunath. Sri Ramakrishna said, "Hey, you did not come to see me in Dakshineshwar?" "Sir, I saw you in carriage in Calcutta." তুই দেখেই খুশি হলি? স্পর্শন, কথন, these are also দরকার. মানে, you are happy only seeing me. Don't you want to talk to me? Don't you want to touch me? Don't you want to serve me? That is all gradation of experience. Some people have a vision of God, but some people have talked with God, touched God. That's Sri Ramakrishna did. That he told Swamiji. When Swamiji says, "Have you seen God?" "No, yes, I have seen God. I can also show you." Swamiji never heard such thing. Earlier in his sadhana, while offering food to the mother, the master would see a flashing ray of light emanates from the mother's eyes, touch the offered food articles, gather their essence, and then withdraw back into her eyes. But now as soon as he offered food, and sometimes even before that, he would see the mother herself seated to eat the food, the luster of her body pervading the whole temple. We offered food. Om idang naivedyam sarva deva devi sarva Sri Ramakrishna nivedayami. We offer some water on the food and that's all. But Sri Ramakrishna is seeing that mother is eating. Somebody asked Holy Mother, "Mother, when we offered food, does Master really take that food?" "Well, of course." "Well, how?" "Well, I see a rays of light comes from the eyes and touches the food. That is called drishti bhog. She takes the essence of the food through the eyes. You will not have to eat through our mouth." Rida told us that one day he went to the shrine and watched as the master took a hibiscus flower and a bell leaf in his hand to offer at the feet of the mother. He held them and meditated, and then he suddenly cried out, "Wait, wait! Let me say the mantra first and then you can eat." He then offered food to the mother before finishing the ritual. During worship and meditation, the master used to see the living presence of the mother in the temple's stone image of her. Now, he could not see that stone image at all. It is in its place was the living mother, the embodiment of a stone image, embodiment of consciousness, her hands bestowing boons and fearlessness. Later, he described what happened. "I put my hand near the mother's nostrils and felt that she was actually breathing. At night, I watched carefully, but in the lamplight, I could never see her shadow on the temple wall." Do you know what? If you stand in the light, you can see a shadow, but divine being does not have any shadow. No shadow from the divine body. From my room, I would hear mother running upstairs, as merry as a little child, with her anklets jingling. I would rush outside to see if this was true. And there she would be standing on the veranda of the second floor of the temple, with her hair blowing in the breeze. Sometimes she would look towards Calcutta and sometimes towards the Ganges. There is another description I found. One day, Sri Ramakrishna was in this southeast veranda, near the courtyard side of the event. He saw that mother on the parapet of the temple, with Jezebel here. He was walking towards the Ganges. "Hey, Betty, pode jabi. You girl, you will fall, don't move further." She was seeing the Divine Mother standing and walking over the Ganges. Another example, Our Ramlal Dada, Sri Ramakrishna's nephew, said, one day Sri Ramakrishna said, do you see all the Dakshineshwar temple, Navaratna, 9 pinnacles are there, and all this architecture, bumps. Well, look, that temple is getting goosebumps. Do you know why? Because it is holding the blissful mother inside. Even he sees the temples are getting goosebumps. Think of that, this Sri Ramakrishna's vision, his experience. Hridoy recalled, when one entered the Kali temple in those days, one could perceive an ineffable divine presence and feel an eerie sensation. Even when uncle was not there, and much more so when he was, I could not resist the temptation of seeing how he acted when he was performing the worship. As long as I was actually watching him, my heart was full of reverence and devotion. But when I left the temple, I would begin to have doubts and ask myself, has uncle really gone mad? Why else would he do such strange things? I was afraid of what the Rani, Rani means Rani Rashmani, the owner of the temple, and Muthur Babu, Rashmani's son-in-law, would say when they came to hear of it. But uncle was unconcerned and paid no heed to my warnings. I did not venture to speak to him much any longer. My mouth was closed by a fear I can describe. I felt that there was some kind of barrier between us. So I just looked after him in silence, as best as I could. But I was afraid he would make a scene someday. Sometimes Hridoy would visit the temple during worship. Upon seeing the master's actions, he immediately felt awe, fear, and devotion. Later, he narrated the following to us. I saw uncle taking hibiscus flowers and bell leaves in his hand, touching first his head, and then his chest, then all over his body, and even his feet, and finally offering those at the feet of the Divine Mother. This is sacrilege. Sri Ramakrishna was touching flowers at his feet and then giving to the mother. Uri Baba, you will be thrown out. I saw uncle's chest, eyes become red like those of a drunkard. He would get up reeling from the worshipper's seat, climb onto the altar, and caress the Divine Mother, chuckling her affectionately under the chin. He would sing, laugh, joke, and talk with her. Sometimes he would catch hold of her hands and dance. I saw how when he was offering cooked food to the Divine Mother, he would suddenly get up, take a morsel of food, morsel of rice, I saw how when he was offering cooked food to the Divine Mother, he would suddenly get up, take a morsel of rice and curry from the plate in his hand, touch the mother's mouth with it and say, "Eat it, mother, do eat it." Then maybe he would say, "You want me to eat it, and then you will eat some afterwards? All right, I am eating it now." Then he would take some of it himself and put the rest to her lips again, saying, I have had some, now you eat. It is sacrilege. The temple guards saw it and they were about to throw him out. One day, uncle saw a cat at the time of the food offering. It had come into the temple. Meaning, he fed it with the food that was to be offered to the Divine Mother. Will you take it, Mother? He said to the cat. Some nights I saw that when uncle put the Divine Mother to bed, he would sometimes ask, Mother, do you want me to lie down next to you? All right, I am lying down. Saying so, he would lie down for some time on the Divine Mother's silver beige steed. Again I saw that while uncle performed worship, he was so deeply absorbed in meditation that he had not the slightest outer consciousness for a long time. Every morning, when he arose, uncle would pick flowers to make garlands for the Divine Mother. At those times I noticed him talking with someone unseen, laughing, coaxing, and joking. I further saw that at night uncle did not sleep at all. Whenever I awoke, I found him in an exalted mood, talking, singing, or immersed in meditation in the Panchabhuti. Rida said that although the master's strange behavior made him apprehensive, he could not express his fears to others and seek their advice. He feared that others might report the news to the high officials of the temple. He would harm his uncle by notifying Mathur. But the temple guards, manager, complained to Mathur. Mathur said, don't say anything to him. I shall go myself. And then I shall make decision. One day Mathur came to Dakshineshwar unannounced. He entered the Kali temple during the worship service and watched the master's activities for a long time. Being overwhelmed with devotion, the master did not notice Mathur at all. Every day during worship he was absorbed in Mother. He did not notice he was moving in or out of temple. Mathur realized this immediately. He further understood the master's childlike, importunate demands on the Divine Mother originated from his sincere devotion. Mathur asked himself, if the Mother could not be seen with such unostentatious faith and devotion, then how else could she be realized? Mathur's heart was filled with wonderful joy when he saw how tears trickled down the master's face during worship, how sometimes he was filled with unbounded joy and sometimes he was unconscious like an inanimate object, unperturbed and completely oblivious of external objects. Mathur experienced a tangible divine presence in the temple and became convinced that Sri Ramakrishna had been blessed by the Divine Mother. He then bowed down to the Mother and her wonderful worshipper with heartfelt devotion and tearful eyes, saying, now the purpose of the goddess's installation has been fulfilled. The Mother has truly appeared here and her worship has been performed properly. He returned to Calcutta home without saying anything to the temple officials. The next day he sent an order to the temple manager, let Ramakrishna perform the worship in any way he chooses. Please don't obstruct him. Anyhow, I read some excerpts to you to give you some glimpses of the Kali and worship of Sri Ramakrishna. The image you see, that is the exact image worshipped by Sri Ramakrishna in Dakshineshwar. I remember Swami Vedanta he wanted the length of the image, 33.5 inches tall, that image in Dakshineshwar. And it is a beautiful, if you go, those who have visited Dakshineshwar, they can see There are so many Kalis in Bengal, but Dakshineshwar Kali is very special. Because Thakur awakened the Divine Mother. And now millions of people go to visit Dakshineshwar. And Sri Ramakrishna's room, very special place. Anyhow, today, as we do it every year, a mini retreat, we meditate, we sing, we meditate, we offer flowers, and then we talk about Mother and Sri Ramakrishna. Thank you, everybody. May Mother bless you all.